Welcome to my bold and beautiful Today's Show channel. I hope today fantastic for everyone. Please hit the subscribes button and give this video thumbs up. Dr. Grace offers Liam risky life-saving treatment with serious quality of life concerns. The bold and the beautiful spoilers reveal Dr. Grace Buckingham presents Liam Spencer with a risky treatment that could save his life, but severely impact his quality of life. Will he make the same choice Eric once faced? The bold and the beautiful spoilers. Liam Spencer faces devastating choice as Dr. Grace offers life-saving treatment with cruel twist. Life or death hangs in the balance. The latest bold and the beautiful spoilers reveal a heart-wrenching dilemma that will leave fans reaching for tissues. Dr. Grace Buckingham is about to present Liam Spencer with the most impossible choice of his life. A risky treatment that could save him from his terminal brain tumor, but potentially rob him of the quality of life he's always known. The devastating diagnosis nobody saw coming. What began as a simple fall at Bill Spencer's mansion has spiraled into a nightmare no one could have predicted. After suffering intracranial bleeding, Liam received the devastating news. He has an inoperable brain tumor. Recent scans show alarming progression, and time is running out. For weeks, Steffi Forrester has been keeping this heartbreaking secret from everyone, including Hope Logan and Rich Forrester. But the truth can't stay hidden much longer as Liam's condition deteriorates rapidly, forcing Dr. Grace to present a last resort option. History repeating itself? Or is it? Longtime viewers will immediately recognize the eerie parallels to Eric Forrester's medical crisis, when his family chose an experimental treatment against his wishes, a decision that miraculously saved his life. But Liam's situation comes with a cruel twist. The treatment may save his life but could drastically alter who he is. The bold and the beautiful spoilers. Dr. Grace offers Liam risky life-saving treatment with serious quality of life concerns. The bold and the beautiful spoilers reveal Dr. Grace Buckingham presents Liam Spencer with a risky treatment that could save his life, but severely impact his quality of life. Will he make the same choice Eric once faced? Published 19 hours ago on May 19, 2025 by Nancy Bannister. Leslie Mona. Confrontation Secrets. The bold and the beautiful spoilers. Liam Spencer faces devastating choice as Dr. Grace offers life-saving treatment with cruel twist. Life or death hangs in the balance. The latest bold and the beautiful spoilers reveal a heart-wrenching dilemma that will leave fans reaching for tissues. Dr. Grace Buckingham is about to present Liam Spencer with the most impossible choice of his life. A risky treatment that could save him from his terminal brain tumor, but potentially rob him of the quality of life he's always known. The devastating diagnosis nobody saw coming. What began as a simple fall at Bill Spencer's mansion has spiraled into a nightmare no one could have predicted. After suffering intracranial bleeding, Liam received the devastating news. He has an inoperable brain tumor. Recent scans show alarming progression, and time is running out. For weeks, Steffi Forrester has been keeping this heartbreaking secret from everyone, including Hope Logan and Rich Forrester. But the truth can't stay hidden much longer as Liam's condition deteriorates rapidly, forcing Dr. Grace to present a last resort option. History repeating itself? Or is it? Longtime viewers will immediately recognize the eerie parallels to Eric Forrester's medical crisis, when his family chose an experimental treatment against his wishes, a decision that miraculously saved his life. But Liam's situation comes with a cruel twist. The treatment may save his life but could drastically alter who he is. See also, the bold and the beautiful spoilers. Liam Spencer's final days begin as brain tumor doubles in size. Dr. Finn had previously explored experimental treatments for Liam, similar to what saved Eric. But unlike Eric's recovery, Liam faces the real possibility of severe quality of life impacts if he chooses survival. The impossible choice. In emotional scenes set to air during the week of May 19 to 23, Dr. Grace will lay out the brutal reality. Take this risky treatment with potentially devastating side effects, or accept the inevitable progression of his tumor. For a father with two young daughters, Kelly and Beth, the choice seems obvious: fight to stay alive for his children. But at what cost? Will Liam still be the man his daughters know and love if the treatment drastically alters his cognitive or physical abilities? Scott Clifton has hinted in interviews that he doesn't want Liam's storyline to mirror Eric's journey, suggesting a potentially different outcome or decision. Could Liam make the shocking choice to reject treatment and face his fate with dignity, rather than risk a diminished existence? Who will stand by Liam's side? As Liam weighs this impossible decision, questions remain about who will support him through this nightmare. With Steffi keeping his diagnosis secret from everyone including Hope, will Liam be forced to make this life-changing choice alone? Hope remains unaware that her children's father is facing a terminal illness, while Ridge has just learned that Brooke rehired Hope at Forrester Creations without consulting him, oblivious to the medical drama unfolding. Will Steffi finally reveal the truth to Hope? Or will Liam make this devastating choice without the mother of his daughter by his side? What happens next? The coming week promises emotional scenes as Liam confronts his mortality and makes a choice that will change everything. Will he follow in Eric's footsteps and fight for survival at any cost? Or will Liam's story take an unexpected turn that leaves fans devastated? Liam's time is shorter than he thought. The bold and the beautiful spoilers suggest that Liam Spencer is about to get bad news about his tumor this week. Could Liam learn that his condition is getting worse much faster than they expected? Do Liam's doctors expect him to die much sooner than he thought? Is Liam's tumor growing faster as it goes along? Liam Spencer knows he is dying. Liam has already been told that he is dying. Liam's tumor is inoperable, and so far no one has any suggestions on a way to help. Liam is trying to remain hopeful that some kind of treatment would become available. Unfortunately, nothing has shown any possibility of helping so far. In the meantime, Liam's condition continues to worsen. Liam's headaches are really getting very bad. Liam tries to hide it the best he can, but it doesn't work as well as he hopes it would. Liam doesn't want others to know he is hurting, especially his two daughters. It is getting harder to cover it up, especially when the headaches sneak up on him like they have been. Liam Spencer may have to slow down. Liam doesn't want to be in the hospital. Liam would rather be out living a normal life for as long as he possibly can. Unfortunately, it seems that Liam may be told that he has to go into the hospital because he is getting worse and his team needs to monitor by his team more closely. Liam may have no choice but to do as his doctors tell him. Liam has been taking everything as he goes, trying to make sure that he doesn't forget any important that he needs to deal with before his death. However, Hope and Steffi are taking to make sure that Liam doesn't make himself worse because he isn't taking care of himself as he should. It seems that Liam has run out of time. Grace Buckingham delivers devastating news. It seems that Grace Buckingham will drop a bomb on Liam, since there has been no other scans because Liam checked himself out of the hospital. Once that Liam returns to the hospital, Liam's new scans could show that his tumor has doubled in size, which is what is making his headaches worse. Grace may give Liam the news that this could be his last week on Earth and he has to spend it in the hospital so they can try to control his pain. His is also the only way that the doctors can control Liam's pain. Will Liam stay at the hospital this time and get the care he needs? Will Liam continue to try to make it on the outside alone? Liam's devastating news, Luna's dangerous plots. The bold and the beautiful spoilers and updates for May 19th to June 6th reveal Liam Spencer's heart-wrenching farewell will cast a shadow as schemer Luna Nozawa devises her plans. Meanwhile, Carter Walton's world is on the verge of unraveling. So let's dive into the major events that are on the horizon. Steffi and Hope's peace treaty, Liam's devastating news. From May 19th to 23rd, Steffi Forrester and Hope Logan will put their differences aside, realizing that their unity for Liam is paramount. Liam will face a challenging time as he receives distressing news from Dr. Grace Buckingham about his health, indicating that his tumor is rapidly increasing in size. Meanwhile, after Daphne Rose makes her intentions clear with Carter, he might find himself in a regrettable situation following a brief encounter with her. Ultimately, Hope will suggest the possibility of rekindling their relationship and reassure Carter of her feelings for him. After Hope updates Carter about her comeback to Forrester and possibly sheds light on Liam's critical health situation, he will come to understand that he has been lacking some crucial information. Ridge's interrogation, Katie's kind advice. At Forrester Creations, Ridge Forrester will subject Steffi to a tough questioning after her choice to reinstate Hope at the company. Expect Katie Logan to offer Ridge some insightful advice about his romantic prospects as well. Meanwhile, Daphne may consider leaving town after being spurned by Carter, who she had no business pursuing anyway. Electra Forrester will Spencer, and Zen Forrester Dominguez will encourage her to stay and launch a new product line. Taylor and Brooke clash, Hope's shocking news. In upcoming BMB episodes, viewers can expect a fiery showdown between Taylor Hayes and Brooke Logan. This confrontation will allow them to revisit the events of the fashion show, but their conversation will likely devolve into their usual arguments over Ridge. While Brooke will initially be upset about Ridge's choice to be with Taylor, her mood will lift when she hears about Hope's surprising decisions. Hope's return to Forrester and her choice to reunite with Carter will surely bring joy to Brooke. However, Brooke will be curious about the reasons behind these significant changes in Hope's life. Will Hope reveal the shocking news about Liam's condition? She might need her mother's support now more than ever, so she could decide to share the painful truth with Brooke. Harsh realities, Carter's apprehension. The week of May 26th to 30th will reveal the tough truth about Liam's worsening brain tumor. With no effective treatment options, Liam cannot escape his destiny. He might need to prepare for his funeral and update his will. It will be painful for Steffi and Hope if Liam approaches them with final wishes. Meanwhile, Carter might feel anxious about whether Daphne will stay silent about their intimate moment. Although Hope and Carter were on a break, she would still be upset to learn he was with Daphne right before they got back together. Sheila Sharp could also face some challenges due to Luna's increasing dislike for Steffi, along with the secret Sheila is hiding from Deacon Sharp. Trouble is sure to arise. Liam's likely goodbye, Luna's devious plot. During the week of June 2nd to 6th, Liam could be facing death. The plot is advancing quickly, and Liam's health issues will likely worsen. Many fans are hoping for a last-minute rescue. But it seems B&B might be planning a tragic ending this time. Liam appears to be in a dire situation, so it's wise to prepare for that possibility. As the story unfolds, Liam will need to say a tough goodbye to Hope, Steffi, Beth Spencer, and Kelly Spencer. Meanwhile, Luna might take advantage of the situation. If Will Spencer learns about Liam's condition, Luna could step in to comfort him, possibly even getting closer if Will is vulnerable. Liam's treatment option, Daphne flees Ridge's discovery. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers reveal a preview clip has been released for the week of May 19, 2025. It shows Grace Buckingham offering a risky treatment option to Liam Spencer. Daphne Rose prepares to make a big move. Also, Ridge Forrester reels over Hope Logan coming back to Forrester Creations. Keep reading and let's talk about what is coming up in the next episode of the CBS soap opera. Brooke Logan's good news. Let's start off with Brooke Logan. At the beginning of the preview clip, Brooke and Hope are in the CEO office at Forrester Creations. Ridge suddenly enters and seems caught off guard. It appears that Ridge has no idea that Steffi Forrester Finnegan offered Hope her job back at the company. When Ridge comes in, Brooke eagerly shares the good news. However, Ridge seems more upset than happy to learn that Hope is back. Daphne Rose's threat. Over with Daphne, it appears that she doesn't get Carter after all. Liam has been pushing Hope to reunite with Carter. While Hope didn't think that was possible, she also never imagined Steffi would ever give her job back either. So, it seems that things are turning around for Hope. Now Daphne was close to getting Carter. The only problem is that Hope seemingly interrupts. When Carter blasts her for what she said to Liam, that is when the COO learns about Liam's awful diagnosis. Later, Daphne cries to Steffi, claiming that she's going to run away to Paris. Of course, Steffi doesn't want her friend to leave. Having Daphne and Hope work in the same building might be a bit too much, though. Grace Buckingham's suggestion. Over at the hospital, Liam is alerted that there could be a treatment option. However, when Liam questions Grace, the doctor issues a warning. Grace says that this treatment option might severely affect Liam's quality of life. It sounds extremely risky, but the alternative is death. Liam doesn't want to die yet, and certainly doesn't want to leave Beth Spencer and Kelly Spencer without a father. What are the chances that this treatment will work for Liam? If it does affect his quality of life, what does that mean for the character? Will there be a way to save Liam? As the shadows of mortality loom heavily over Liam Spencer's life on The Bold and the Beautiful, a storyline unfolds that not only pushes the limits of medical drama, but also plumbs the emotional depths of sacrifice, identity, and the immeasurable weight of legacy. What began as an innocuous incident, Liam's sudden fall at Bill Spencer's mansion, quickly escalates into a life-altering crisis, unveiling a chilling truth. Liam has an inoperable, aggressively growing brain tumor. While Liam's pain is invisible to many around him, It grows in silence and secrecy, gnawing at his will, stripping away his illusions of control, and slowly unraveling the life he has built with his daughters Beth and Kelly. Dr. John Finnegan's earlier attempts to find viable experimental solutions were met with dead ends, but now the return of Dr. Grace Buckingham to the canvas brings not only medical expertise but a narrative avalanche, one that is poised to tear through the lives of everyone tethered to Liam. Grace doesn't sugarcoat the truth. A new experimental treatment exists that could, in theory, stop the tumor's progression or even shrink it. However, unlike Eric Forrester's miracle turnaround, the potential side effects here are more monstrous than miraculous. This is not a get better and return to normal therapy. This is a you may live, but you may not be you anymore gamble. As she lays out the options, Liam finds himself standing at the cruelest of crossroads. Continue fighting with the ever-dimming hope of survival and risk losing the essence of who he is, or reject the treatment and face a certain, and likely swift, death. The comparison to Eric's health scare is not just a narrative echo. It's a deliberate mirror meant to raise the stakes, showing how even hope has sharp edges. Where Eric had a family that acted decisively, sometimes without consent, Liam's journey is more solitary, shrouded in secrecy and emotional fragmentation. Steffi Forrester, though well-intentioned, has withheld the truth from Hope Logan, Rich Forrester, and much of the family, believing perhaps that control of the narrative would ease Liam's burden. But her silence has created a fissure, not just in her relationships but in Liam's agency. He is facing his mortality in silence, surrounded by voices that speak of love, but deny him the support he most desperately needs. The tension is gut-wrenching. Scott Clifton's nuanced portrayal of a man grappling with death, fatherhood, legacy, and diminished personhood adds a devastating poignancy to every scene. Liam tries to shield his daughters from the truth, masking the pain behind soft smiles and familiar routines, but the increasing frequency and intensity of his headaches, his disorientation, and fleeting moments of confusion make it clear. Time is no longer on his side. Hope Logan, oblivious for weeks to the catastrophic storm engulfing her co-parent, is pulled into a maelstrom of conflicting emotions once the truth finally comes to light. Her heartbreak is not just for Liam but for Beth, who could lose her father, and for the cruel realization that she wasn't there when he needed her most. Ridge, caught in the undercurrent of corporate squabbles at Forrester Creations, particularly the friction between Brooke's impulsive rehiring of Hope and Steffi's attempts at preserving family unity, remains unaware of Liam's medical crisis until it's nearly too late. The irony is not lost on viewers. While the Forresters and Logans bicker over fashion and love triangles, a man is quietly slipping away, inch by inch, memory by memory, function by function. When Grace presents the potential treatment, she is brutally honest. This isn't a fix so much as a trade. Liam might live, but with serious neurological impairment, potential cognitive decline, physical disabilities, and a permanent dependency on others. He could be unrecognizable to himself, a shell of the father and man he used to be. And yet, for Liam, fatherhood complicates everything. His every thought revolves around Beth and Kelly, how to leave them, how to stay for them, and what kind of father he'd be if he survives but is no longer whole. The haunting question emerges: is it better for them to remember him as he was, strong, engaged, present, or to have him survive in a diminished state, a burden rather than a beacon? These aren't choices, they're punishments dressed in white coats and sterile language. Grace's warning cuts through Liam's optimism like a scalpel. There's a faint glimmer that the treatment could work better than anticipated, but she doesn't promise miracles, only risks. This is a last-ditch effort, one that might grant him more time but cost him the ability to speak clearly, remember names, walk unaided, or even recognize the people he loves most. As the medical conversations grow more desperate, so too do Liam's attempts to find meaning in his final days. He tries to tie up loose ends, spend time with his daughters, and reach out to those he's hurt or abandoned. But it's never enough. The days blur. The nights are sleepless. And every moment carries the weight of an unspoken goodbye. Meanwhile, Steffi and Hope find a fragile peace, born not out of reconciliation but of shared grief. They realize that Liam's decline transcends rivalry, jealousy, or past betrayals. This isn't about who gets the man. It's about how they support the father of their children in his final chapter. Their unity becomes a quiet strength, One that perhaps comes too late but resonates with emotional authenticity. The question remains, is that strength enough to carry Liam through the storm ahead? Or will the decision ultimately rest in his own trembling hands? Behind the scenes, other stories intertwine. Luna Nozawa, already growing darker in motive and ambition, begins using Liam's illness as a manipulation tool. Her dangerous schemes inch closer to the heart of the Spencer and Forrester empires, particularly as Will Spencer becomes emotionally vulnerable upon learning of Liam's prognosis. Luna sees an opportunity not just for connection but for influence, possibly seduction, even power. Sheila Carter, ever the opportunist, remains lurking on the edge of the narrative, her presence made all the more disturbing as secrets pile up, some involving Luna, others involving a hidden truth that could shatter the fragile alliances forming in Liam's name. Meanwhile, Carter Walton's world begins to unravel when a regrettable entanglement with Daphne Rose threatens his budding relationship with Hope. Hope, whose emotional tether to Liam remains strong despite her growing attachment to Carter, finds herself caught between two men again. Only this time, one of them may not live to see the consequences. As Hope and Carter navigate their reunion, the revelation of Liam's condition forces Hope to reconsider everything, not just romantically but spiritually. What does it mean to love someone you're about to lose? How do you prepare for goodbye when you never got the chance to say hello again? These are questions Hope faces as she watches Liam spiral deeper into pain, uncertainty, and isolation. In a twist befitting the emotionally charged chaos of The Bold and the Beautiful, Ridge discovers the truth about Liam not from Steffi or Grace, but from a distraught Brooke, who learns it through Hope's teary confession. Ridge, horrified that such a seismic crisis was kept from him, demands answers and accountability. His interrogation of Steffi isn't just a father's fury. It's a patriarch's desperate attempt to reassert control over a world falling apart. But even Ridge's influence cannot solve Liam's dilemma. Only Liam can make the final choice. And when he returns to the hospital for another scan, prompted by worsening symptoms and a collapse that leaves Kelly shaken, the results are catastrophic. The tumor has doubled in size. Pain management is no longer enough. Grace tells him point-blank that without immediate intervention, he might have only days left. The pressure intensifies. Liam's time is slipping away faster than expected, and the treatment, risky though it is, may be the only thing standing between him and the grave. But what is life if not lived on your own terms? This is the question that torments Liam as he watches his daughters sleep, listens to their laughter, memorizes their faces. Every moment is precious. Every breath could be the last. Can he afford the gamble, knowing he might wake up a stranger to them, or not wake up at all?